Hello! So, joining me back on Star Trek Fleet Command. So, today's video we're going to be going through a quick 10-minute video, just going through what ships I personally think you should either invest in, max out, or completely just skip altogether. I'm not going to sort of focus on the sort of tier 1 or the common ships just because, or the 1-star common ships anyway, just because you're pretty much going to have to get all of them to do what you're going to want to do. So you start off obviously with the Rialto, then you end up with the Orion Corvette and the ECU Fortuna, which is not a bad miner for early game. And then you're going to end up with then going on to your 2-star sort of ships, and then you get the Findra, Taurus and the Tala. They're your common ones. Obviously you can get the Jellyfish if you do unlock it with blueprints, or you can buy it from the store. I never personally purchased it. I only got 23 blueprints for it as well. So, I mean, that's just what I got off missions. So, obviously, you probably need another 50 from buying them from the store. So, I never bought it. However, that is like an absolute killer to start the game. If you do want to invest in anything, that's probably a good thing to maybe invest in early on, because you can get a jelly up to probably in the region of over 100k, I think it is, in power. So that is higher than all of these other ships that you can get at 2-star over at this level. So it's really, really good. But yeah, so you end up then getting the Findra, which is pretty good. I would get all of these ships as well. So I get the Findra, the Taurus and the Tala. I would definitely get all three then, because they all provide different things. Again, I'm not going to go too much in detail with them because there's no point. My personal preferences, I would not max these out at the level that you're going to get them. So I'd probably take them maybe tier 5, probably tier 6, pushing tier 6 most likely. And then I'd just stop there, tier 5/tier 6 at most. I'd stop there and then try and move on to another ship. These are also good for obviously when you early start base raiding, so level 16 I think it's, or level 15, 16 starts. So they're good for early base raiding as well. So then you go on to your Envoy. So this is the miner that's going to take you all the way from, I think it's, let's double check the ship. Yeah, there we go. Do by ship level. So this takes, I think it's about an 18 shipyard. It doesn't say. Great. Okay, so yeah, I think it's about, it's quite early on. You do get about 17, 18, I think it is, sort of level. And this is going to take you all the way up until you get the ECS Horizon. And then obviously the Horizon will overtake this in terms of your grind or your mining sort of ship. It is a good ship though. I would recommend maxing at least one of your envoys out to tier, what is it, I think tier 9, tier 8 or 9 or 7, 8 or 9. Let's just double check my one. I don't even think mine's maxed, but I'm not 100% sure. So that's my one. I'm tier 6 with this. I can get another one, so one more, and then obviously the levels. But mine's maxed at this level in terms of the cargo bay and stuff. I'm not too fussed on the weapons. I'm sort of saving. But yeah, so I would definitely recommend probably maxing at least one of them out though. I did have 2 of them, but I got rid of one because I don't need 2 of them right now, because I've got an ECS Horizon. So yeah, you do get that. Definitely get 2 of them, max one of them, maybe not max the other one though. Maybe get that to at least a tier 5, maybe tier 6 at push. And then you're going on to your sort of your uncommon ships that you can get through basically just playing the game. You don't have to buy these ships, which is really good. So the Botany Bay, this one is your data miner. So this one is going to be the one that you're going to mine all your data in augment space. You unlock this ship right by doing missions, obviously the augment missions. So you end up with getting about 30 blueprints just off augment missions. And then if you go into the actual faction store for augment, once you hit a certain level, I think that level is about 20, you then start accumulating blueprints that you can get off them for free every single day up until the point you get the other 30, so it takes 5 days to do. And then you obviously then can start building the ship. The ship takes about 5 or 6 days to build. But once it's built, it's really, really good. Loads of benefits. I would recommend maxing your Botany Bay out. I didn't do this and I'm really regretting it now. So I would definitely recommend maxing this out. The reason I say recommend maxing it out, because the cargo of this ship starts really crap and the protected cargo starts really crap. However, once you get up sort of some levels, I'll show you mine for example. Mine's only literally I think tier 3, something like that. Yeah, so mine's only a tier 3 and I have unlocked the cargo. I'm just about to get the weapons because I'm really pushing to try and get this upgraded a little bit more. But even with that little tiny tier 3 cargo space, it can take 105,000 cargo, which is absolutely amazing when it comes down to base raiding. So this ship, once you max it out to tier like sort of 8-9 level, it can carry about, I think it's about 250,000 cargo at a time, and for this level that is really good. And then the protected cargo is about 15 to 20,000 as well. That's not including officers and stuff like that will assist. So yeah, I would definitely recommend maxing out your Botany Bay as well as one of your envoys, just because they're worth it. Go back to the ships. Definitely just because they're worth it. And then the Franklin, really good against swarms. Again, you can acquire some of the blueprints for this, but you can't. I don't know if you can acquire all of the blueprints. You can buy them as well, so you can obviously purchase the rest of the blueprints. For early on swarm killing, the Franklin is really good because it has a massive damage boost against swarms, so 4,800% bonus against swarms. So for early on swarm killing, it's really good. And then if you keep up with this every level and keep it progressing going with you, then you will be able to eventually kill obviously higher and higher swarms the higher you go. Again, I didn't do this because I've just been using my currently using my Mayflower, or I've been using the Vaclus as well, since they are explorers and they do fine against swarms as well. Then you're going to come on to your commons. So your common 3 stars, so you're going to progress from them. I would recommend, like I say, getting these to tier sort of 6 at most. Envoy, max it out. Again, do them when you can. Max out the Botany Bay if possible as well. Before you move on to then your tier 3 commons. So your tier 3 commons, personally, I would skip the camera. Looking back, it's actually, it does give you a massive damage boost. But if once you got your Talar up to maybe tier 6, maybe even tier 7, you're sort of quite up there anyway. So personally, I would skip Talar or the Kenra, skip the Kenra, try and rush to level 22 as fast as possible, which is where you can build the Vaclus. That's what I would recommend. Rush to 22 as fast as humanly possible. Get the Vaclus and you completely skip the Kenra because it's just not worth it. I would get the Vaclus definitely. It's a really good ship and it sort of puts out a lot of damage. I currently have mine, I'm not sure what level it is. So mine's a 300k near enough Vaclus, tier 5, 300k Vaclus. And it doesn't actually take me that much. I haven't even got it fully maxed out. So if I did have a fully maxed out, which I can't actually do that one, but I'm saving me 3 stars. But if I had the fully maxed out, there you go. It's a 300k ship at tier 5 with all of it upgraded and level 25. So it takes you a really long way. I wouldn't go any more than a tier 5, not with the Vaclus anyway. Tier 5 is pretty much where you want to stop, just because you'll start running into issues later on once you get the Mayflower and stuff like that as well. And then you're going to get the Kamari. I've heard mixed opinions about the Kamari. I personally really like the Kamari because I didn't originally go a faction that has a battleship as their tier 1. Obviously I do now because I'm now with the Romulans. So the Romulans, obviously if we go ship levels, the Romulans have obviously the Legionary as their battleship tier 1, sort of faction ship. Because I didn't do that, I've decided to go the Kamari route. And the Kamari, I've currently got Sat at tier 7, I believe. Yeah, so it's a tier 6 as well. So I've got Kamari sat at tier 6. It's pretty much all upgraded as well, other than the Mark 7 titanium armor, which I just need all that crap. But I'm not gonna do this. I'm saving up my points now to move on to the next level. But yeah, as you can see, it's a 430,000 ship. With that to 440. Obviously, this is with my crew obviously still attached. So just bear that in mind. The range of it is about 30 once it's a fully maxed out tier 6 ship. So yeah, it's a pretty good battleship. It will get you quite far in the game, and I personally reckon this can definitely, if you get it to at least tier 6, it can definitely take you all the way up to level 28, which is where then you'll get obviously a lot more powerful ships, and you won't, it'll just surpass that night and day, and you can sort of get your different, if you obviously with Klingons you can get your where are they? You can get your Bortus, or you can get your Saladin or Centurion. Both of them, Centurion and Saladin as well, they will do perfectly fine against battleships at this sort of level as well. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. So yeah, Kumari definitely worth getting though. Personally, that'll take you all the way up to at least 28. So that's 4 levels out of it, which is not too bad for a ship of this capability. Then you got your Ferengi Devor. So this is your Latinium ore miner. So you can get this through doing armadas, basically your armada packs. You'll unlock this from armada packs, or again you can purchase it once you get to a certain level in the game. You can then just purchase it if you really want to. It's a really good Latinum ore miner. Just so you know, it is really good at it. I mean, you get 12,000 mining boost. Mine at the moment is only a tier 2, and it can mine just over 4,000 an hour, which is not too bad. I do want to upgrade it though. And then you'll get into your, so if you've been doing your Borg missions as well over the last month, 2 months that they've been out, then your Borg missions will have probably unlocked the Vidar by blueprints. I already have the Vidar, and as you can see, I've already got 50 to get another Vidar, so you probably will have already unlocked this by now. This ship, the reason I say skip the Kenra, because at level 25 shipyards you can get the Vidar. At level 25 shipyards you get the Vidar, which is then going to be your interceptor. Bearing in mind you're already going to have the Vaklas and the Kamari anyway, so they'll get through most of the stuff anyway. But then you'll have the Vidar as your interceptor, and personally I would get this interceptor at level 25 over going Klingon and getting the D3. The reason I say that is because the D3 would probably definitely get slightly higher in terms of power or strength. However, the Vidar is a lot more usable because it can kill obviously the Borg probes because it has a massive boost against them. Not only that, it's a hell of a lot cheaper than upgrading the D3. So you can get this to a similar power level to the D3, and it's a lot cheaper to do so. So definitely recommend getting the Vidar. It's a really good ship, and it's probably one of the faster ships in the game. So the impulse speed of this is 120, and you can get that slightly higher with obviously different captains and stuff. So whereas the impulse of the D3 is 115, and most interceptors are 115, whereas the Vidar is 120. So it is a pretty fast ship overall. Definitely recommend if you haven't got it already. Then you come onto your ECS Horizon, which is going to basically take over from your envoys. I already have one of these. I'm currently working on getting 2, so 30 blueprints away. So these are going to take over your envoys. Max these out as soon as you get them. Save up as enough 3-star blueprints that you can beforehand. So before you get to level 26 or 25 that you build this, or 20, I think it's 25. Once you get to level 25, before you get there, you'll start building up on 3-star blueprints, or not blueprints, 3-star tokens, minor survey tokens. Start saving them. Don't use them whatsoever. Save them. Then as soon as you get the Horizon, max it out as much as possible, because it's definitely worth it. Mine's a tier 4 right now, trying to upgrade. So then you come on to your tier 1 faction ships. However, this video is going on a little bit too long, so what we're going to do is going to split this into 2 parts. The first part is all your own commons that you can get free to play, don't have to pay for them or anything like that. Well, the next ships are free to play as well, but these are all your faction ships. So these are the unfaction ships. You don't need to be with a faction to get all of these ships. These are all with the game that you start off with and can get up to without being in a faction. So we're going to leave it that with them, and then in the next video we'll come on to your actual faction ships and what I personally think you should go for at tier 1, 2 and all the way up to basically tier 4, which is then your enterprises and your Aegis and stuff like that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.